On this bumpy 50-point inspection from Stoneface Brewing Company out of Newington, New Hampshire, I have orange duct tape. So orange duct tape is, well, it's an IPA. It's a double IPA. Comes in at 8.2% ABV. Does say sediment on the bottom is normal. This beer is 2 weeks old at the time of this inspection. That is the label art. It is just, well, kind of like a picture of orange duct tape, pretty much. Yeah, let's go ahead and pour this one. Right, so the head on this, very tight white bubbles. The beer itself is a fairly deep gold orange coloration. It does have a haze to it. There's nothing listed on the can as far as what hops are used in this, so I have no clue. I'll put that, if I can find anything anyways, in the description of this video though. Let's get some aromas. It's very citrusy on the orange side. A little bit of the juice, a bit of the kind of pith and rind as well. I'd say mostly on the pith and a little bit of that juiciness. Tad bit of a malt presence in there, a bit bready. Kind of a bready sweet, maybe a little mix of a honey note, honey on bread. A little bit floral, I would say, as well. So possibly like clove honey. I want to go there. There's no honey in this, but it's kind of the aromas I'm getting. Yeah, so citrusy, all parts of the orange. Some bready, honey-like malt notes, maybe a little bit of a floralness as well. Let's get into the flavors now. First swig, cheers. Medium body, medium carbonation. Slight drying effect on the palate. So the malt does shine through right up front. It's on the bready side, definitely. A bit of that breadness. The hops, the flavor kind of leans a bit towards floral with some of that kind of citrus note. Doesn't go full on orange like it was in the aromas though. Maybe a bit of like an orange soda pop type flavor. This one's moderately bitter. It's got a lingering bitterness to it. Kind of going, I'd say, definite orange rind on the bitterness, or some type of a citrus rind, orange or grapefruit. So it's kind of, yeah, it's got that bitter bite to it. A little bit on the harsher side. ABV's 8.2%. It's not detectable in the flavors. There's no feeling, there's no warming from it. So it's well hidden. Yeah, it's kind of got the bitterness on this for the finish. It's like drinking orange juice after you just brushed your teeth. It's not really a super pleasant bitterness that's left on the palate, at least for my palate. Kind of a little bit metallic also, I think, with that bitterness. It just kind of has that yeah, I don't know. There's no metallic flavors in the flavors of the beer itself. I'm just trying to, it's just that lingering kind of harsh bitterness that's happening on the palate. It's something that just lingers, sticks with you. And let's go ahead and put a score to this one now. So. Alright, the appearance on this, I'm going to give it the 6 out of 6. For the aromas, they're pretty decent. I like the picking up the whole orange, basically, the whole citrus fruit, from the juiciness all the way out to the outer rind. So pretty good, plus the bit of malt that was coming through also. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for the aromas. On the flavors, thought the malt was fairly decent with it. The hops kind of lost some of their flavors that I was getting out of the aromas. So just kind of a little bit lackluster there. The balance, it started off kind of balanced, but once you get hit with that bitterness at the tail end, that bitterness just, it grabs you. So balance just a little bit off. The carbonation was fine. The aftertaste, like I mentioned about that harsh bitterness, I don't like it. So I'm going to give the flavors a 13 out of 19. The body on this one, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. My overall for this, for the most part, I mean, it drinks like an above average beer for what it is, for a double IPA. And the bitterness, though, still kills me. It's not a pleasant aftertaste for me. I don't mind bitterness, it's just when it has certain aspects to the flavor. Yeah, I'm a 6 out of 10. So for Stoneface Brewing Company's Orange Duct Tape Double IPA, it's going to get a BuMpY 39 out of 50, which is going to land it as a good beer. So just want to say cheers, and thank you all for watching.